Hi guys, this is Neil Hill, official trainer to Team BSN. I put a great unique shoulder workout for you guys to follow at home. There's some real key information here and things for you to follow to make sure you avoid injury. I know for those people who have actually got injuries with shoulders, you're able to train around these areas and keep utilizing your time in the gym as efficient. Stay tuned, Insider Training is next. The very first exercise I've put together for you is side lateral raise. When you perform this exercise, it's really important that you keep the stress and load directly on the outer section of your deltoid all the time. The way you perform this exercise is make sure that when you actually raise your hands to the side, make sure you keep your hand directly to the side of you. Avoid coming forward very slightly. This should keep the stress and load directly on the outer section of your deltoid all the time. This exercise is a really great mass builder. There's a big misconception out there that people think this is actually an isolation movement. But when it's performed correctly, you can build some serious size and strength on the outer head of your deltoid. The second exercise I put together for you guys at home is a partial side lateral raise. This exercise, when you perform it, you stay upright with your shoulders as wide as possible. Don't let your shoulders slump, because the stress and load will go onto your deltoid. Keep yourself square, and the movement is only partial. Do not let the dumbbell touch your thigh at any time. This will take away the stress and load momentarily away from the deltoid. You want to keep that stress on there all the time. Keep yourself broad. The movement's only about 8 to 10 inches, as you can see. This exercise is great. The reason being is there's constant tension on the muscle all the time. And because you don't go beyond a certain point with the raising position, there's no stress and load within the joint itself, builds a lot of mass, a lot of power. At the same time, it takes away any stress and load or any negativity from irritation taking place within the joint itself. Third exercise, barbell power press. This exercise you start holding the actual barbell in your thigh position with your arms straight. From this position, you power up to the neck level, and then you power press to the top position. Control on the way down, straight back to your thighs. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 stage movement. This exercise directly puts the stress and load on your front delt from the power movement, and then on the pressing movement, front delt and side lateral. Great for power, strength, and building maximum stress and load on the actual muscle itself. I find as one of my key influential exercises for developing shoulder growth. Before you walk into the gym, make sure you put a picture in your head. Visualize that picture. Before you start workout, make sure you take your service NO Explode. This product will allow you more mental clarity, will allow you to push your limits, push your boundaries, and push your expectations of what you feel as an individual that you can achieve in the gym. Make sure when you enter that gym, you walk in there with a mindset that you're not going to leave until you push those boundaries. Exercise number 5, bent over dumbbell raise. This exercise is an isolated movement, but you've got to make sure that you concentrate on the movement all the time. The reason why I say that, because your side and front deltoid have already been pre-fatigued, if you don't concentrate on the contraction part of the movement and making sure that you actually keep those dumbbells to the side and don't allow them to come slightly forward, you will put tension away from the area that you're trying to train, which of course is the rear head of the deltoid. Make sure you squeeze, contract, and control the negative part of the movement. As you notice, I kept my chest on the pad all the time. The reason for this, it allowed me to make this exercise a little bit more isolated, and it also allowed me to concentrate on the area of the deltoid which I was trying to hit, which ultimately is the rear head of the deltoid. Sixth and final exercise that I put together for you guys at home was a movement that I came up with myself. Basically, I started suffering from niggling rotator cuff and supinatus issues with training shoulders. And primarily I was picking these injuries up from doing chest work. I was concentrating on pushing through my delts instead of concentrating squeezing through my chest. This exercise is a movement which is very, very isolated. However, it's a movement that only allows you to bring the dumbbells through a very short range of motion. When you perform this exercise, you need to crouch down very, very slightly. You put the dumbbells behind you as far as you can. You concentrate and you basically raise the dumbbells as high as you can, making sure that you squeeze and contract the rear head of your deltoid throughout the whole of the movement, but making sure you force your elbows and hands behind your body as much as possible. Indirectly, you could say this is a little bit like a side lateral raise, where it's only partial, but you keep the dumbbells behind you as opposed to the side of you. This exercise may take a little time to get used to, but once you've mastered it, you'll definitely feel the contraction taking place in the rear head of the deltoids. This is a great finishing exercise. It'll also allow to put stress and load on the actual trapezic muscles at the same time. So indirectly, it's a two-phase movement. On a personal note, I'm really excited about Insider Trainer that we're bringing to you from Team BSN. We've flown in all our athletes for you guys at home to make sure you have the ability to learn from us, the team. The people who are actually giving you the ability to learn from us. Supplementation, training, motivation, dietary needs, everything that you possibly want to learn. You get inspired by these guys, our athletes as a whole, from the magazines, the video blogs, supplementation adverts. Well, they get inspired by you because it's you guys would allow them to ability to be here, giving you the knowledge that they've learned from their own experiences over a vast amount of time. I've been involved with the industry for 26 years, so I have the ability to stand here and giving you my knowledge that I've learned over 26 years, but also learned by these inspiring athletes that I've had the opportunity to meet over the last few months is very motivational for me. Push your limits, push your boundaries, because if you don't keep pushing, you'll never make it.